Hi, my name's Andrew. I'm going to walk you guys through the first time tutorial video for our firearm simulator here at Albatross. If you're booking the simulator, you have to be 18 years of age or older. We require you to sign our terms of use. Once you do that and watch this video, then you're set to make bookings in the future. You can have all ages in here, but whoever signed that terms of use and is 18 and over is the one who's in charge, and you have to be in the simulator at all times with your group. We'll walk you through how this works, so when you come in for the first time, you're good to go. So when you come in, we're going to have the menu up like you see on the screen here. We've got 10 different titles on this first screen, and then if we page over, there are 2 more. You can click back and forth and play any of these games. If we go into any certain title, you can change how many shooters you have, so you can split screen for 2 players. Feel free to play around with all the settings in all these different games. Go into dueling tree, same thing, you'll see these different settings. Up in the corner, we have our calibration and settings on the back end. Do not mess with any of these, but any of the games, feel free. Same when we page over, these both have some different settings you can play around with. Now I'm going to show you the guns that we have. When you rent by time, we charge us by time, and that includes the non-recoil options. Right now, we have 3 Glock 17s. These 2, the orange and the blue top, are non-recoil with infrared lasers. So that means the laser that's in the front, you're not going to see anything on the screen. This one here, which is easy to remember, it has a red top. This has a red laser, so you'll actually see a red laser on the screen. If we know you're going to be renting the recoil guns as well, then we'll have some filled magazines. These take gas that we refill here for you. And then we'll have those recoil guns. For right now, we have a Glock 17 and an automatic rifle, an AR. And that's what those magazines will go into. We'll usually only have them out here if we know you're going to do the recoil. We charge per magazine for those recoil magazines, and then you can bring them up, the magazines only, up to our front desk, and we'll fill them at any time. I'm going to show you a few of these titles and just how it works. So if I just go into the basic target shooting, click target shooting, I can take this non-recoil Glock 17 and I can just start shooting. All of our guns have just the iron sights, so you'll line this up in between here if you're not familiar with shooting. The red laser, again with this red top, you'll actually see, so when I pull the trigger, there's a red laser on the screen, and I still have the trigger pulled, so it's on there. When I let go, it goes away. So it helps me know where I shot. Just keep in mind, when you pull the trigger, a lot of people's hands are going to move, so that laser is going to jump. For the recoil, if we take that Glock 17, put the magazine in, the first time we have to slide, and then we're all set. It's going to automatically reset the trigger every time. Once that gas runs out, it won't activate anymore and it won't slide. Be very careful that your hand is out of the way, because this will kick back and you can hurt yourself if you're not used to doing that. So when I shoot, it kicks, and I still have gas in there, so it kept going. For the AR, it's the same thing. We take that magazine, pops in, and they only go in one way. So if you're not used to doing this, we'll show you, but if it doesn't go in, just flip it around. Same thing here. The slide is back here, so pull that, and then you're set. Make sure you're only using semi-automatic here. If you put it over into auto, it's not going to record every shot. It only records 1 shot per trigger pull. This is adjustable, so depending on how far away you need it. Same thing, you have iron sights, so you line this up with this here. And we ask that you keep the recoil guns on the pad here, and then keep the non-recoil ones back here. We have the keyboard and the mouse for the firearm simulator. We have our golf keyboard and mouse hidden behind here. And then during your outing, on our golf simulator screen off to the side, we have a clock down in the corner, so that way you'll know where you're at for your time for your rental. We have one other game that's outside of this menu. So if we go back and we're on the main menu, on the keyboard here, if we click the Windows button, the Windows icon right here, the screen will come up on the projector, and we go down with the mouse to this brown icon on the bottom, and then it'll say Robot Planet. If we click that, there we go, then Robot Planet's going to open up. It's pretty straightforward. You're just picking amount of time and how many shots you want to be able to do. Hit start, and then it'll go through the environment where you're shooting these robots. And then when you're done, make sure you hit quit, and that'll take you back to the main menu. If you don't quit, then that's going to be running in the background, so make sure you hit quit. We ask that no shooters are on our turf for the golf simulator, so stay back on the concrete. There's no need to go past this turf line. Also, if you're eating or drinking, make sure all your food and drinks are back on the tables behind the simulator. Our stand here for the TV, we only want the guns, keyboard, mouse, all the electronics. All food and drinks on the tables over here, and all guns over here. Make sure you're never pointing a gun at somebody. Act like these are real guns. We want to promote responsible firearm handling. We want you to learn how to use a gun the right way, or practice what you're going to put into play. If you guys have any questions before your booking, let us know. If you have questions when you're here, let us know. And throughout your reservation, just make sure you ask any questions you have. But you'll want to read through that terms of use to make sure you're following all the rules, so you continue to have the privilege to come in and use our firearm simulator. Thanks a lot.